So I chose to do a PhD at the BSU, having done an internship there with my current supervisors, Paul Kirk and Chris Wallace. And I really liked working with them both. I thought they both asked very interesting research questions and that they were very good mentors. So I thought that a PhD would give me a chance to develop both very direct technical skills like my statistics, my coding, my biology, but also develop me in more intangible ways, like learn how to be a good researcher, how to be a good boss. I think that biostatistics is a very exciting place to be right now. There's big discoveries happening right now. It's a very cutting edge part of science with a lot of room for new discoveries. And this is partially due to a lot of breakthroughs in technology over the past decade. I also think there's a lot of variety in the field, which I think is very cool. If you look at the BSU, you can see that there's people working on the dynamics of infectious diseases like COVID-19, trying to understand the underlying genetics of immune-mediated diseases. There's other people working on heterogeneity in cancer, and then other people again working on improving clinical trial design. And I think that variety is really cool. So the most exciting moment in my PhD to date would be when I was doing a multi-omics analysis. I was attempting to interpret my results, and it made sense. This nice biological story unfolded, and it was really cool both to see the actual results itself, but also it was the moment that publishing went from something kind of abstract that happened to other people to something I might do myself. So that was a very nice day for me. I think the BSU is a really nice place to be a student. So in the sort of more social sense, it's a very welcoming, very pleasant place to be. We've got a little community of PhD students who are very welcoming. But beyond that, everyone tends to participate in the department life, whether it's IT, admin, junior researchers, senior staff, everyone across the department has to be quite active socially. So in pre-pandemic days, we might have had pub trips or board game nights, and annual events like the Christmas party would always see a great turnout across all the groups within the unit. I think that's both quite rare and very positive. Then in a more professional sense, I think it's also a great place to be a student. So say for myself, I've been enabled through people working to make sure I have the best possible workspace, both in a physical sense, but also technically in terms of the software and the resources available to me. Then I've had direct help. I was applying for funding for additional courses outside of the university. And then we have the wonderful Colin Starr, who is a great computational wizard, who's always willing to help and has gotten me over various hurdles in code and helped me improve the efficiency of my code. Then we also have weekly in-house scientific talks, which are a great opportunity to both see the variety within the department, but also it's a chance for you to talk and present yourself at different points, where you'll get feedback and you get this response on your work that I think is really useful. Okay, so as a student, you're also part of the university and a college, which I think is great because it's both an additional place to socialize and participate in activities, but it also means that you can take part in formal university courses. So last year I did biology of disease. I think it really helps, particularly in a cross-disciplinary area like biostatistics, to be able to pursue further education. So if you're thinking of applying for a PhD at the BSU, do. I think it's a great place to be. If you have the opportunity to, I'd recommend trying to do an internship like I did. I think it's a great chance to both improve yourself as a researcher, but also to develop a connection with potential supervisors. Beyond that, I just recommend reading as many papers as possible from the department.